Hello everyone, I'm Kyle Lamont, the head of marketing and storytelling for Frost Farms, and we're kicking off a new series called Shop Talk with Frosty, where she's going to tell us what she's working on, what she's excited about, and what she has up her sleeve. What do you have planned for Friday, the hours and sort of the updates there?
We've got some great samples in our farm store from coastal Maine popcorn. We'll have some refreshments. We will be closing tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. And we'll also be closed on the holiday, the 4th, on Saturday. And we should be getting more local strawberries today, but as soon as those come in, they've been walking right back out the door, so we're hoping for some more of those today. We also, tomorrow, Herring Brothers comes with a fresh load of ribeyes, chicken, Tomahawk steaks, actually, which are fun. It's the whole ribeye on the rib. I did get some marrow bones for the dogs too this week, if you want to give your pooch a 4th of July treat.
All this sounds like a good enough reason to come out in the morning before it gets too hot. Amazing local meats for grilling out, so you're going to want to swing by Frost Farms for that. You're going to have local strawberries for your strawberry shortcake desserts for 4th of July, and you're going to have all of these yummy fresh veggies for salads.
We got a lot of great wines too, some nice whites and rosés for the hot, temperatures, and yeah.
What does it mean when the garden center goes through a heat wave? I mean, this isn't the first time it's happened.
No.
What is like a protocol to sort of make sure plants are safe, your crew is safe? What goes through your head?
It's really tough. We start out of the gate and we will the next couple days early in the morning. Best time to water your plants is early in the morning, so we try to get a lot of the watering tackled. We do have an irrigation system for a lot of our nursery, but the areas that aren't irrigated, we do have to hand water, and so we'll spend a lot of time doing that the next couple days, just to keep everything happy and healthy. And that's basically going to be our one main focus, aside from customers, of course, on tomorrow and Friday, is just keep everything watered, because it's going to be pretty brutal. So.
And when people are watering in their own gardens, I have like always this tendency of over watering at that point, right? Like it's going to be hot. We gotta make sure you're extra taking care of plants, right? Is that like a good practice to over water when a heat wave is coming?
Yes and no. It's definitely, again, good to water first thing in the morning, so check your plants, especially the more tender things that are in smaller pots, like hanging baskets, things like that. And even hanging baskets, if you can take them and put them in a shady spot for a day or two just to get through the heat wave, it'll give those things kind of a break from the heat. But you definitely want to water early or at night. And you want to check it because although it's going to be very hot, we're also going to have the combination of humidity the next couple days, severe humidity. And when that happens, soil doesn't really dry out as fast. Plants aren't really absorbing as much. They kind of stop for a minute. Kind of like we all do. We kind of just are like, "Rrr." And so, you definitely want to check the watering piece, but you don't want to over soak them either. A common watering practice anyway is not to water the foliage of your plant. You're not going to cool it down by showering it with water. They do say it's a myth that it burns foliage when you do that, when you put water on leaves and then sun comes right down on them. There are some plants that are naturally sensitive to having water on their leaves anyway, but you don't need to shower the plant. Just keep watering the soil. They don't need to be cooled off. So.
I just imagine the plants like sometimes
People
being
are just like fire hosing, like, oh my God, it's so hot. I'm trying to cool them off. You don't want to do that. You just want to stick to watering the soil itself.
What's popular right now that people are buying plant-wise?
Plant-wise, we've got a lot of folks that are just arriving for the summer, so some are buying a lot of hanging baskets and containers for annuals for their decks, but noticing a lot of folks are buying perennials, filling in holes in the garden as things mature and you've got some spots to put things, so a lot of perennials have been going as well.
Like hydrangeas, you've got some beautiful varieties there.
Yep, delphiniums, foxgloves, yarrow. There's been a lot of great plants headed out of here. Russian sage has been a big one. Nepeta is another large seller.
And everyone's been loving that plant that we posted, the
dappled willow. Yeah, those are quite popular as well. It's hard with the deer on MDI, so to get things that you don't have to spray or that are just going to leave them alone. And that plant in particular, it's colorful from stem to stern because it's basically pink, white, and green, so it's always in color. which is nice.
And we love that new butterfly bush you just got in. It's like the blueberry
Blueberry
pie.
pie, yeah. It's got the bloom size of larger buddleias that would normally get larger, but this guy stays a little smaller. A lot of the compact buddleias historically have kind of had tighter cones and tighter blooms, and the blueberry pie is nice because it's got more of the elongated bloom like its larger cousins, but it stays in a smaller size. So, and that's a great plant for containers too, because the deer don't eat buddleia either. So that's a nice summer one.
And it's good. They withstand heat very well, right?
Yep,
The
and the bees,
bumpyas, yeah.
butterflies love them. We've also been selling a lot of butterfly weed because a lot of people are starting to see monarch and other butterfly eggs on a lot of their plants. And so butterfly weed, Asclepius, that's their food source. So we're having a lot of those start to go out the doors. A lot of our butterfly fanatics are starting to get chrysalises and getting excited about the monarch season. So.
We love that. And what about the Alstroemeria?
Alstroemeria, we got some beautiful long-stemmed Alstroemeria annuals, and I just used some in a container for someone the other day. But they make a great cut flower. They've got nice long stems on them, and those have been really pretty this season as well.
Okay, cool. So as a recap, you are open Thursday and Friday from
From
8 to 2.
Yep, 8 to 2. And then I'm going to give the crew a break. I think everyone's going to have to go swim or find some serious air conditioning.
What's your favorite watering hole, swimming hole on the island?
Well, it's not so much for me, but for Rip. Everything I do is generally focused around what benefits Rip. He really likes Blunt's Pond in Lemoyne, but it's a small pond, and when it does get busy, which I'm sure it will be super busy the next couple days, it might be a little too much, but that it's usually any watering hole is usually around him, and I try to do fresh water. Not that I don't love the oceans of Maine, but usually you have to give him a bath after the saltwater dip.
If you have any questions, whether that's about gardening or even running a small business, leave them in the comments. We're happy to get to them. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you never miss a Shop Talk with Frosty episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.